Hey, ladies, it's time for a real talk today. This is your formal invitation to stop being afraid and start living the love life that you've always wanted. You're welcome. The reason for that is because I noticed that, in my community, a lot of women are having a conversation of, can I really create change in my love life? Whew, which is a big question, right? You're taught since you were little that you can create change in every other area of your life, but your love life just magically happens to you. It's like, the universe is just like a genie, and then it takes like, maybe this person can create change in their love life and this person might not. And it's just like, a random kind of thing. And the thing is that it's not random. There is a way in which this universe is created, and every area of your life requires for you to be focused on it and really own your power as a creator, as a visionary. Every single area of your life, you need to visualize yourself as a person that's fit, right? Emotionally, physically, spiritually. If you want to eat well, you need to see yourself that way. You need to have the vision, and you create a plan for it, right? It works with your fitness. It works with your nutrition. It works with your business. It works with your family. It always works. So you want to be connected to your love vision, and you want to stop listening to that voice of fear that tells you, maybe you can't do it. And why am I inviting you to do so? It's because your life is precious. Your life is happening now. And when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, that's the conversation where people get the most triggered by. And sometimes we are like, no, maybe later. I'm going to postpone it. Well, I don't know, let me put my business first. Or if I'm ready to put in my love life, like, I don't know even how to start there. I don't know how to feel it. I get it. Our most basic need as human beings is love, right? We're here as forms of love, right? Think about a baby, feel into the energy of a baby and all the love that you feel when you see a baby and when you see a baby interacting with the world. You are, you're like a grown baby, right? Like, you want to see yourself as a form of love, right? A precious, beautiful, unique, unrepeatable form of love that is here to, add contagious, beautiful energy to this planet. So much love you're here to give. And I want you to connect with that. When a baby is facing something, the baby doesn't believe okay, it tries, but it wasn't able to achieve what it wanted. Well, it will get up and it will try again immediately. It will not stay overcome with fear and think about it month after month after month, month after month, and have the same story going on for years, right? That actually starts to happen when we grow and we start to believe the mindset of the world. So, newsflash, your life is happening now. The only resource that you will never, ever get back is your life, your time. Days are passing by, and you're wasting, and I need to use that word, you're wasting vital, precious energy, life force, believing conversations of maybe it's not meant for me, maybe it will happen, maybe it won't. There is no maybes. You need to be focused. Money is something that you can always get back. Food is something that you can grow. But time is something that you're never gonna get back. And I have a vision of you being with your man this year. And I went to something really, really scary last week that I wanted to share with you. And I want you to really just have that sense of understanding of urgency. And urgency is not a bad word, but just being really present. What urgency means is being present and just lowering the voice of later or denial or buffering or just being in the fear, because it's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your life force. You are always at a choice. Last week, I was almost in an accident where I was, I could have been killed. And what I got from that was that I'm always guided, protected, and safe. And we are always receiving that guidance. It's just the obsession of wanting to listen to the fear. Let me tell you a little bit about how that story happened. I was about to go to the beach, and I waited a couple days. Like, my friends and everybody that I love was already there, but I decided to stay in the city for a couple of days because I was finishing some details around my new program that's starting Freedom to Shine next week. And I'm incredibly excited about the program because, I'm creating with so much love. So I wait, and then I lose my license, and I'm like, well, ouch. Like, I've never actually lost my license. This is weird. And then I asked another friend if he wanted to go, and he said, sure, let's go. I'm going to take you. So he comes and picks me up, and he's driving really slow. Ladies, like, he's driving so slow. And I'm like, okay, you trust him, Nicole. You understand why he's driving slow. This is just a practice and trust. So I was just, enjoying the ride. Something as well was telling me, keep envisioning yourself protected by this white light, a bubble, call Archangel Michael, whatever form of spiritual protection or, energetic protection that you would normally call to, like, you can change that for that. And I called it several times. I never communicated to the guy that was with me. And I was like, okay. And when we are entering the highway, a container, a truck with a container flips over. He was on the other end of the highway. He was going in a different direction. He flips over. And the container that he had with him destroyed everything along the path. And we were able to stop. He was able to put the brakes on. And I kept telling him, put the brakes on, put the brakes on. And he was able to listen to me. It was just a couple of seconds of difference. And that was so shocking because I could not believe it. I have never in my life had something to that extent happen to me. I did have a similar story once that allowed me to really see for myself how loved and protected I am on the highway as well, like a couple years ago. But what I'm saying is that when you do this work, you're connected, to the love vibration. You're always listening to your intuition. I listened to my intuition that told me, see yourself protected. And I listened. I didn't make it wrong. I listened to my intuition that says, don't make him wrong for the way that he's driving, right? And then later on, he told me that before he picked me up, a voice in his mind was telling him, drive slower, and he chose to listen. So I want you to see this example for what it is. How many times are you allowing yourself to actually listen to that voice of love that is encouraging you? Go for it. Go on a date. Live now. Show up to this date, right? Like, open up that Tinder profile or that eHarmony profile. I mean, whatever name. Go for it. You cannot afford to be in the energy of life is just happening to me, because that's being reactive to life. That's actually giving your power away to some sort of invisible force. But you're not weak. You're not a person that's reactive. You're a leader. You're a visionary. You're a creator. So I invite you to see everything that's going on in your love life right now as feedback. You have the same power to create in your love life just as much as you have the power to create it in your business life. It's the same. You just need to see things as feedback. If you're having an issue at work, it's not an invitation to be like, maybe it's not for me. You figure it out because your salary depends on it, right? Or the money that's coming in depends on it. That's the energy. Allow yourself to cooperate with the universe. Because when you allow yourself to cooperate with the universe in regards to your love life, all bets are off. Because you're actually letting go of your ego, that voice of fear. My message to you today is that your life is happening now. There's no time to waste. There's no time to entertain thoughts of, it's not meant for me. That is not true. That is just not true. You just need focus in the right direction and see it for yourself, how the universe is actually supporting you. So if you're seeing men who are not interested in you, who invite you to a date and then disappear, men who are intimidated by you, men who see you as only as a friend, that is not an invitation for you to shrink. That is just feedback. Be grateful. Be like, hey, thank you, universe. Thank you for giving me that feedback. How am I creating this reality? What beliefs am I holding on to my vibration that is creating this? Because this is just feedback of my vibration. And when you know that it's just feedback about your vibration, you get to change it. You get to live now. You get to attract your man now. You get to attract your man within the next couple of weeks. How exciting would that be for you? Your man could be a couple weeks away from showing up in your reality if you let go of your fear and decided to take yourself on when it comes to love. So my invitation for you today is take yourself on. Live now. Every single day that you choose to believe your fear is a day where you're wasting your life away. Be bold, be big. Live your vision. So I'm going to help you with that. Because after that situation, I was like, nope, not playing small. Like, how can I play bigger? And here I am sharing with you this experience that I had. So I'm going to open up my calendar to talk with you, to talk about your love vision. What is that love vision that you're excited to create in your love life? Like, what is that vision? What is the type of man that you want to call in? Is he tall? Is he shorter? Is he like buff? Or is he thinner, like slim? Like what is the vibration of your man? Let's actually meet and talk about your man, about the vision that you have for yourself. Because you get to have this. You get to have this as soon as you are all in to take yourself on. That is the spirit that calls in your man. So let's talk about that. We're going to talk for 30 minutes, and I'm going to give you like a clear plan. We're going to see like your love vision. What do you feel is stopping you? And a clear plan for you to really change it around, for you to actually call him. Like, you know, the feedback that I could give you in this call has all of the power to change your life. So my invitation for you in this call is to just show up ready with excitement and really to take yourself on. This is a call in your man assessment call. And we're going to have a blast. You are going to call in your man. And I just want you to be all in because your life is now. No more wasting away your precious vital energy, believing a voice of fear. Fear is an illusion. And you get to experience love this year. And I am committed to help you create the family that you've always wanted, the relationship that you always wanted. You get to have that this year. And that only happens when you show up all in. So set up your time with me. This is a free call. And let's live now. Let's be happy now. Let's allow happiness and love to come into your life now. So I'm on your team. Set it up and we'll talk soon. Listen to your intuition. Allow yourself to be guided. Understand that the feedback, the struggle, that piece of situation that you don't like, it's just feedback. It's just feedback. It means that you can change it by shifting your focus. So let me help you with that. Set up your call with me. And I hope that this call was empowering for you. And we get to create the plan for you so that you attract your man this year. Woo! So I am just sending you so much love. You matter. You get to be with your man this year. You get to end that conversation of fear. You get to start living your dreams, and you get to feel so incredibly empowered and free in your love life. So let's make that happen. And let's talk this week, okay? Sending you lots of love and all of my best wishes to you. Take care.